Before you make a move in this 2025 real estate market, hear what a top Dalton lender in Georgia has to say. We ask the real questions buyers are stressing over, from down payment to new loan options that could save you thousands. If you're serious about buying a home this year, you can't afford to miss this. I am Jocelyn Iraera, realtor on the northwest side of Georgia, serving Dalton and surrounding areas. Book a calendly call with me in the description below, and let's get you a step closer to owning your home. I am here with Sonia Zin. Sonia, introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Sonia Zin. I'm a loan officer, mortgage lender, and I've been in the business about 19 years. And I serve Dalton, Calhoun, Chatsworth, and Chattanooga.
We have some very top questions. These are questions that most people have, and let us know in the comments if these answer some of your questions. Her information and mine will be in the description. If you want to look into her website or mine, you can. If you want to contact, you also can do that. We look forward to hearing from you. And the first question is, what are the current loan options available for first-time home buyers in Georgia?
In Georgia, we have the Georgia Dream, the USDA, FHA, and regular conventionals.
How much do buyers typically need for a down payment?
We typically ask from 0 down payment to 3%, 3.5%, 5%, 15%, and 20%.
It just depends on the loan option that you qualify for. And if you go to her website, you will also can see the qualifications. And if you're unsure, contact us and we'll get you plugged in. What credit score is needed to qualify for a mortgage right now?
Right now, the current credit score would be 580, the minimum. But once I say that, when you do qualify, but it would be better if you have it at 620, 640 and above. Why? Because the lower your credit score, the higher the rate.
What's the difference between pre-approval and pre-qualification, and why does it matter?
Okay, pre-approval is when customers come into my office and I meet them for the very first time and we run numbers and we get everything squared away. And then pre-qualification is that I've actually seen all the documents, done the numbers, done everything that I have to do for the application.
So a pre-approval is better than a
Pre-qualification is better.
Pre-qualification. And that's the one that is passed whenever you submit an offer, right?
Yes. They say pre-qualification, and I call it pre-qual, but it could be also noticed as a pre-qualification letter.
What mortgage programs are most popular here in Dalton right now?
Well, we could say the current economy is we're reaching more into USDA and Georgia Dream.
Are there any local or state grants or down payment assistance programs that buyers should know about?
We have the USDA. I keep saying that because those are the most popular. Unfortunately, since last week, the government has taken away all those grants. So now that's why we're sticking to Georgia Dream, because we could still use it for the $10,000 and USDA because it's agricultural and it's 100% financing.
What makes the Dalton lending market different from other cities?
Dalton is actually is not as economical as it used to be, but rural areas like Chatsworth, LJ, Calhoun, Ringgold actually too are more economical. But Dalton in itself, it's quite high to lend right now.
Do you have something positive that it's but it's very big. Dalton is huge.
It's big. What's positive about Dalton, I must say that it's a growing city. It's not the way they used to think of us that, oh, let's move into Dalton because it's cheaper. And that's why the houses are quite high. They've gone 50% over the past 2 years, which is good for our economy. And in the other areas that I said, Chatsworth, Crandall, they're just more economical when it comes to buying homes. Undeveloped and the sales prices are more economical for a lot of people.
Yes. And Dalton is the most populated if you compare it to those other cities.
Yes.
How are interest rates looking right now, and where do you see them heading?
Well, for regular loans, they're going down from last year. Actually, now they're in the mid 5s to low 6s. But with the Georgia Dream, which I keep saying because right now this is the most important loan right now for anybody that wants to not put a lot of down payment or none at all, it's at 5.875. So it's always a cheaper all over. It doesn't matter if you have a 600 credit score, 700 or 800, it's 5.875 for everybody.
And somebody might ask, what's the catch? Could you tell them what it might be something that they need to know before choosing
Georgia Dream? Oh, okay. The $10,000, that's the grant that they give you. If you sell or refinance, you have to pay it back, the $10,000. So it's once you buy that home, I suggest for it to be your dream home where you plan to stay there until you pay off the debt.
So if you pay it off, you're off.
Oh, yeah. If you pay it off, you're free and clear. You could do whatever you want.
That's nice. What's your advice for buyers who are concerned about high interest rates?
Well, the rates are not as high as about 2 years ago. There's always an option to buying down the rate. That needs more explanation. So I think that that's what would be a great idea for you to contact Jocelyn, to contact myself, so I could give you a more detailed explanation.
Can refinancing still make sense in this market? If so, when do you advise it?
If you bought your house 2 years ago and you brought down the principal of your mortgage down, it might make sense. But if not, I suggest just stay where you're at until we can see what's going to happen in the future.
What are the biggest myths people believe about getting a mortgage?
That you can't afford it, oh, that you have to have 20% down, and that's not the case. That's why I said that there are loans or programs for everybody. Zero down payment, like I said, we start from zero all the way to 20%, but it's not true that you have to have 6 months reserves, 20% down. That's not the case.
What are some common mistakes buyers make when applying for a loan?
They go ahead and get more debt while we're in the process, and once we get alerted when somebody gets any debt once you're in the mortgage process. If you're under contract and all of a sudden, oh, let me go get new furniture for my home before I have the house, and then we get hit with that debt and they no longer qualify.
What documents should buyer have ready before they start the mortgage process?
I would like to say all your identifications, your W-2s, a work history, 24 months work history. That's super important. Phone numbers, addresses, emails that we can contact the past employers. Have bank statement ready where the money is. It's so important to have all your assets in a checking or savings account.
If you could give one tip to anyone thinking about buying a home in 2025, what would it be?
Call us. No, actually call the people. Once you start thinking about buying and you don't know where to start, that's what we're here for. Contact us and then we can help you.
Yes. So what did you guys think? If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. My information is in the description. Book a Calendly call with me in the description below. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any other questions, we would love to answer them. Thank you for watching this video. I am Jocelyn Iraeta, serving Northwest Georgia, and I am with eXp Realty.